Hey, this is Frontosa Cichlid. In this video, we're going to be checking out the Frontosa Colony, as well as some of the special things that's going on in this colony. We'll also look at the special sauce. Now, the special sauce is something you may have in your aquarium, but don't realize the benefits of it. So look this way and check it out. I'm going to be doing a lot more close-ups because most of you, 2/3 of you, are looking at them on little small screens on their phone or a tablet. Only about 1/3 of you are actually looking on this video on a computer. So we're going to get some close-ups and take up some questions from some viewers, and we're going to be showing things that you've requested. So stay tuned for this video. It's going to be good. The biggest thing in this Frontosa colony that's happened recently is that the water quality has improved dramatically. And you may be surprised by how it's been done. In the past, I've used a sump filter for this big 125-gallon aquarium, and it had a bio wheel, and I was also using a fluidized bed filter in the sump. Well, something happened, and it got me to change. Let me tell you about what happened. I ran out of food. I ran out of fish food, or almost did, so I had to get some different fish food. So when I got different fish food, I thought I was getting a sinking pellet, but it happened to be a floating pellet. And a floating pellet, of course, just floats on the surface of the water. So how did this change things? Well, with the sump setup I had, I was using an overflow box, and the pellet started going for the overflow box, so I unplugged the filtration system. So this led me to believe, hey, someone hollered at me just right after that. I thought, I'm going to end up forgetting to plug this back in when I'm feeding my fish, and they're going to go without filtration. Right now you're seeing some really cool behavior by my main alpha male here, Whopper. He's doing the little raise up of the body. I had to stop. I kind of lost my thought when I saw him doing that. It's kind of a flirtation, also a territorial maneuver there. But let's get back to the topic. So I thought, I'm going to have to do something different. I was actually, after using the sump for almost a year, kind of let down. The water quality wasn't good. I was afraid to show you the quality of water from a side shot, which I like to call a slewer shot. So let's take a look at the slewer shot from this aquarium. So here's the slewer shot. Now in the past I would never show this shot because I was actually disappointed with it. Now it can improve, but it is going to improve in the next few days, because like this sponge filter you see here that's been added wasn't in there in this aquarium a few days ago. So about a week ago it got put in here. So it's getting seated, and then I have a seated sponge filter on the other end, and I'm going to give a close-up of it. As you can see, the water quality is pretty good all the way across, and the Frontosas are looking good. So let's get a little shot of the sponge filter here. I went with sponge filtration because, hey, if you have floating pellets, they don't get sucked up by the sponge filtration. They can float around on the top till everybody's done eating, so it's a pretty good thing. I've studied on the sponge filtration and matin filters, and there's good beneficial bacteria in the sponge, but there's also organisms that live in the sponge that help break down the matter in the aquarium and clean it. Actually, it doesn't clean it, but just it's breaking down they feed off what's in the water, so that's a great thing to have. So here's the other end of the aquarium, and you see the other sponge filter up here. Let me go up with it a little bit. So I didn't buy these sponge filters, so they were what I already had. I've been in the hobby for a long time, so I have a lot of stuff that I just wasn't using. So this one was already seated in an aquarium, and I was able to use it in this one. Also, you see the pump right here. And it's going to my fluidized bed filter. Now I'll get to that in just a minute. Also, you see the heater. I have this heater here and a heater on the other side near the other sponge filter. So I have a heater on each end of the aquarium. Now below here, I haven't really gotten a good shot of the cave. You see Changer there. There's my famous Frontosa. Let's get a little look at her real quick. The cave is for the alpha male, which of course in this aquarium is Whopper. It's been very beneficial in my breeding, and here's Whopper right there. Now there hasn't been any breeding in this aquarium, but now Whopper has bred before, many times, many broods. All the Frontosas in here are from Whopper, so he will do what's necessary to get a big colony going of fish that look a lot like Changer. That's my goal for this colony. So now let's go back to the sponge filtration. Now I'm going to have a little link, either a link or I'm going to actually describe in the information section about the benefits of a sponge filtration. So I have sponges on either end, and I also have a fluidized bed filter. So I'm going to take time to show you it. So here's the fluidized bed filter. Now I'll get a little zoom in here in just a second, but it doesn't really need to be cleaned ever. There's really no maintenance on it. If you have plants, they might get sucked up into the pump, and you might have to clean the pump every once in a while. But the actual unit, you really don't have to clean that ever. I guess if you have more Frontosas or more fish in your aquarium than I do here, that it's possible you might have to, but it's really no maintenance involved at all. So I like that really well. As for now, I'm going to leave it on the aquarium. It's actually a third filtration because one sponge filter is on one air pump. So if one air pump fails, the other sponge filter will be going. And then my third filtration is the fluidized bed filter. Now I've left links on fluidized bed filters before, so I may or may not have it in the bottom of the description of this video. So let's check out some more things in this aquarium. So some of you in this video have been waiting to find out what the secret sauce is for the Frontosa Colony. And what I'm showing you now is the substrate of the colony. I'm not wanting you to look and see it's sand. When you look right there and right there, those are snail shells. I think that one's got something in it. I think it's alive. I'll look over here, there. I also want you to look at what little debris, if any. Debris means poop, various things. Yeah, I had to stop there at Whopper. He was too good looking to go past. So if you look around, the Synodontis helps in the secret sauce, but the secret sauce is what? What do you want to think it is? It's snails. There's absolutely hundreds of these snails underneath the substrate, and they do an amazing job. They normally do not come out in mass quantities until the light goes out. When the light goes out, they leave trails in the sand and do an amazing job of cleaning up the debris, the waste of the Frontosa colony. Some people think snails are pests, but in this case it's been a blessing for me. There's Changer again. Promise you some more close-ups. I don't always get Changer looking this colorful. It's hard to sometimes film the Frontosas without stressing them, but she's looking really, really good and has done very well with the changes in the filtration. Now you may have a question of what the flow looks like on the surface, so let me show you the flow on the surface of the aquarium. Pretty much still. There's where the sponge filter disturbs the water there. Then over here you see where it disturbs the water there. And you notice that the Frontosas were not gasping for air, so they're getting plenty of oxygen. So they're really happy. And this has been the Frontosa Colony. The close-ups of some of my favorite fish here. Let's get a little close-up of Whopper here. He's just an amazing alpha male. He comes out a lot more now that the filtration is being changed. The flow of the water is being changed. His coloration has come out. The whole colony is happy. Things that you might think of as pests can actually be the secret sauce to having your own successful Frontosa colony. And in this case, the secret sauce was snails. So thanks again for watching. This has been Ricky Kinnerly Cichlids. Look around the screen for other videos by Ricky Kinnerly Cichlids. And thanks again for watching. Give me a big thumbs up or a thumbs down. Give me a positive comment or a negative comment.